PSG Football Club are the champions of the Super Cup, and let us quickly talk about it. Now, guys, I've seen a lot of football analysts and football supporters come online to banter Tottenham Football Club and also to criticize them. Yes, they deserve to be criticized, they deserve the banter, but before I banter Tottenham Hotspur or criticize them, I would first of all like to applaud them and give them credit for the kind of performance they put up yesterday against PSG Football Club. Because nobody, absolutely nobody gave PSG Football Club a chance going into that final. You know, at the blast of the referee whistle yesterday, I thought I was watching the replay or the highlight of Chelsea versus PSG. I remember asking a friend yesterday that, is this the replay of the Chelsea versus PSG match? Because Tottenham Hotspur went into that game with the same approach that Chelsea took to PSG in the Club World Cup final. They dominated the game, they controlled the game, they asked a lot of questions. In the whole of the first half, no shot on target at all from PSG Football Club. Nobody gave Tottenham Hotspur a chance in that game yesterday. You know, considering the fact that they were without some of their key players, Kulusevski was not in that game yesterday, he was injured. James Maddison, the number 10, was out injured. Son Heung-min, their captain, have left the club to join Los Angeles. Bizuma was suspended. So going into that kind of game against Tottenham Hotspur and putting on that kind of performance, you know, they deserve some credit. Yes, they fucked up at the end of that match. You know, as a top team going to compete for a top trophy like the Super Cup, you don't go there and mess up in you know, leading 2-0 and then throw number 2-0 lead in the 84th minute. So yes, I understand why people are criticizing them or the banter, but then I still have to applaud and give Tottenham Hotspur the credit they deserve. They really tried. Player to player, squad to squad, team to team, they are not on the same level with PSG. PSG are well above them. So for them to put out that kind of performance, you know, they deserve some credits. Now looking into the game, one of the things that affected Tottenham Hotspur was their substitution. The substitution that their coach Thomas Frank made did not help matters. You know, taking out Mohamed Kudus in that game and Richarlison in that game and bringing in Tel and also Dominic Solanke was the turning point for the game yesterday. They were not a threat at all to the PSG defense. You know, if you followed my previous video that I posted yesterday, I said it that PSG Football Club have only one style and system of play, and once you can be able to disrupt their system of play, you defeat them. Once you can disturb their defenders, once you can manage their defenders and disturb them from building from the defense, you have defeated PSG already, and that was what happened yesterday. Mohamed Kudus and Richarlison were constantly putting pressure on the defense of PSG Football Club yesterday, and as a result, they were not able to build from the back. And if PSG cannot build from the back, they have nothing else to offer. Until when the coach decided to sub Mohamed Kudus and Richarlison to replace them with Tel and this other guy, Dominic Solanke, that was how PSG came back into the game. Because as at that time, PSG defenders, the likes of Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, can now then join the attack and make it so difficult for Tottenham to be able to contain them. So Dominic Solanke and Tel coming into that game, we are not good enough for Tottenham Hotspur, if you ask me, in that game yesterday. So, well, in as much as we have faulted Tottenham and look where they went wrong, let us not forget to applaud Luis Enrique and PSG for that tactical substitution they made in the game yesterday. For bringing in Fabian Ruiz and Lee into that game yesterday, changed the game totally and took the game totally from Tottenham Hotspur to PSG. You know, immediately Fabian Ruiz came into that game, it was the game changer. Everything changed for PSG. You know, they continued to dominate the game. You know, the passes were coming. The game was flowing towards the direction of PSG. They continued asking questions. So Fabian Ruiz, for me, if you ask me, was the game changer for me yesterday, and also the lead, the goal scorer. So once again, congratulations to PSG Football Club and Luis Enrique for winning the Super Cup final. And for me, I think This will be an eye-opener for Tottenham Hotspur. Let them go back to the drawing board and see where their mistake is and try to adjust going into the new season. And also, I also believe that Tottenham Hotspur, under this new manager, Thomas Frank, will be a very solid team because the performance they put out yesterday against PSG was a very solid and matured performance. So I wish them the best of luck. Let them go back to the drawing board and see where they are lacking behind and fix it before the season finally kickstarts tomorrow. So anyway, everybody have their different opinion concerning football games. This is my own opinion and my own observation in the match yesterday. So fans, go into the comment section and put your own opinion and let's go.